Hey, folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Monday, January 20th, and it is championship game week. The Baltimore Ravens have been eliminated. The Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, and Washington Commanders remain. This week, hopefully, he's going to talk to Steelers President Art Rooney, and we'll probably get his explanation for the decision to keep Mike Tomlin around for at least another season. And then college all-star games right around the corner. Shrine Bowl practice starts on Friday, so we'll be getting ready for that as well. I want to start here with one more day of conversation about Mike Tomlin. I understand that we had a whole week of teeth gnashing from the fan base about the Steelers head coach being back already. I kind of avoided giving my opinion here. I wanted some space to digest what happened and really kind of break it down. And here's where I've come on the idea that the Steelers are bringing Mike Tomlin back for the 2026 season, or 2025 season, probably 2026 too. As I said last week, I think they're probably committed to him beyond just 2025. I don't think the Steelers were talented enough on offense to deserve to go much farther than they did in the 2024 season. They were a team that maybe deserved to win a playoff game. They certainly didn't deserve to be still playing this week. They're not as good as the Chiefs or the Bills. They would have lost to either of those teams, no matter who their coach was, really. They just do not have the players to beat those teams, especially on the road. The Steelers just do not deserve to continue to play beyond this. They are not that talented. And so if you care about the end prize, the Super Bowl, above the parting gifts, the playoff wins, then I don't think firing Mike Tomlin gets the Steelers any closer to that end goal this offseason. I think you can justify doing it. I think, as I said, the defense, which is his specialty, underperformed its talent level. They should have been better than what they were this season. They should have been better than what they were against the Ravens in the playoffs. And I think his game plan and his defensive coordinator were a big part of that. And bringing them both back leaves skepticism for a rebound in those areas in 2025. Like, why would it be better? It might be. One of the things I think is an untalked about sort of feather in Mike Tomlin's cap is that although he's been around for a very long time, he's a young man. Aaron Glenn is sort of the hotshot defensive coordinator that everybody wants to talk to around the league. He's considered, according to Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports, the favorite for both the Jets job and the Saints job, both places where he previously played and has worked as a coach or front office member. Aaron, he's the hot name. Like the Lions are eliminated. Everyone's been waiting to talk to Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn and Mike Tomlin are the same age. Like, I know Mike Tomlin's been coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers for 18 years, and Aaron Glenn is a fourth-year defensive coordinator. It's the way it goes sometimes. So it's not like it's impossible for Mike Tomlin to get better, to improve, to see weaknesses and say, here's how we need to fix this. But I think it's hard to predict that. It's hard to foresee that sitting here right now as we are in January. To me, though, the big problem with the Steelers is the lack of talent on offense. At the quarterback position, left tackle, wide receiver. Those are the three most important positions on offense, and the Steelers had average to below average talent at all three of them. And it showed. And that's why they were where they were. And the quarterback position is not going to get fixed this year. It's just not. We looked around. I wrote down 28 names. You guys suggested some more. I'm open to the possibility of something unlikely happening, but we should get ready to go into the season with Justin Fields as the starting quarterback. That's what I think is going to happen, with Russell Wilson as by far the second most likely option. And someone just as uninspiring like Sam Darnold as probably the third most likely option. None of those are great choices. So if the left tackle position is going to be filled by one of their two unproven young tackles, I believe some people have been saying it's been going to be Broderick Jones. I think it's probably going to be Troy Fautanu at left tackle. whatever. Either way, you're going to have a completely unproven left tackle going into the 2025 season, no matter which one of the two they pick. And they're not going to go spend more money or spend more draft capital on top of those first-round draft picks until they've proven to fail. So you're going into the season with no upgrade at quarterback, no real upgrade at quarterback, and no real upgrade at left tackle. Maybe they can manage wide receiver, although they're talking about trading George Pickens as well. So it's going to be really, really tough to trade George Pickens and get better at wide receiver. So if you're not going to fix the talent problems, the coaching doesn't really matter. I'm just if Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are going to be your quarterback, and an unproven two rookies at tackle are going to be your offensive linemen, and there's no way you can improve your wide receiver room dramatically, then the coach doesn't matter. The Steelers are going to go into next season and be another 9-8, 10-7 team. They may win a playoff game, they may not, but they're not going to be Super Bowl contenders. They're just not. Just like I insisted all offseason this year, they were not Super Bowl contenders this year. And if you're not going to be a Super Bowl contender next year anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter who the coach is. Like, there's a path forward here where they set themselves up with another good draft. And by the way, I like both of their last two drafts. And I know people say, oh, well, the team not being good enough, that should be on Tomlin. It isn't. He's not responsible for draft strategy. He's not responsible for contracts. He may say, I like this guy over that guy. He's not responsible for the totality of the way the team acquires talent. And if you can't see the difference in the way the Steelers acquire talent in the change from Kevin Colbert to Omar Khan, then you're being willfully ignorant because it's been significant. So stack another good draft class together. Find a way to fix wide receiver, or at least come up with something that looks like it might be a fix. Get that second corner. Draft the future defensive tackle position. Give these offensive linemen another year to see if they have what it takes. And then maybe you put yourself in a position to trade up and get a quarterback or make a free agent move or something like that in 2026. And then, and I understand I'm selling a 3-year plan here. If they're still underachieving based on their talent, then I think you can justify walking away from Mike Tomlin. And spending $50 million to make him go away now probably doesn't make this process play out any different, any better. It'll be the same. So I get it. I'm not saying I'm full-throatedly endorsing it, but I understand the reasoning for keeping Mike Tomlin. I'm interested to see what Art Rooney says when we do talk to him this week. But I kind of get it. Like he was not the problem with this team. And I think they're in some ways, from a talent acquisition standpoint, on the right track, but also at the most important position, pretty far away. No obvious solutions in sight. So what do you do? This is not a situation that I think a young, inexperienced head coach is going to fix. That's for sure. You want to hire Mike McCarthy, I guess. That's all I got for today. Back with more with Steelers Afternoon Drive with me and Smitty. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications here on the YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. Cruising along towards 15,000 subs. Really appreciate that. Excited to do something fun for all of you when we get there. And go to SteelersNow.com, check out the written words, and we'll be back with more. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, enjoy.